Nomenclature or codes of nomenclature are various rulebooks that govern biological taxonomic nomenclature, each in their own broad field of organisms. To an end user who only deals with names of species, with some aware that species are assignable to families, it may not be noticeable that there is more than one code. But beyond this basic level, these are rather different in the way they look. The successful introduction of two-part names for species by Linnaeus was the start for an ever-expanding system of nomenclature, with all naturalists worldwide adopting this approach to thinking up names. There arose several schools of thought about the details. It became ever more apparent that a detailed body of rules was necessary to govern scientific names. From the mid-19th century onwards, there were several initiatives to arrive at worldwide accepted sets of rules. Algae, fungi, and plant names are governed by the International Code of Nomenclature for Algae, Fungi, and Plants. The International Code of Zoological Nomenclature governed the names of animals. The names of bacteria and archaea are governed by the International Code of Nomenclature of Prokaryotes. The International Code of Nomenclature for Cultivated Plants governed the naming of, you guessed it, cultivated plants. While the viruses are governed by the International Code of Virus Classification and Nomenclature. And last but definitely not the least, the code that we will be focusing right now, the codes that govern the plant associations, the International Code of Phytosociological Nomenclature. There are 7 guiding principles that we can find in the ICPN. Number 1. Governing names of syntaxa. The regulations of this code only apply to the names of syntaxa. When we say syntaxa, it means a group of plant life that thrives and interacts as a community. With this, it means that this international code only influences groups of plant life. Number 2. Governing hierarchy of syntaxa. This principle shows that there are 4 principal ranks of syntaxa. The first one is association or asociaso. The second one is alliance or alliancia. Third one is order or ordo. And the fourth and last one is called class or classes. We also have the supplementary ranks, namely sub-association or sub-asociatio, sub-alliance or sub-alliancia, suborder or subordo, and subclass or subclasses. Number 3. Correct names of syntaxa. Each syntaxon with a particular circumscription, position, and rank has only one correct name. Number 4. Priority. The correct name of a syntaxon is the earliest validly published name. This is done to promote stability and to introduce an unused name that is its senior synonym. But when an author considers that the application of this principle would disturb the stability or cause confusion, then the existing usage is to be maintained. Number 5. Application of the nomenclatural type. The application of the name of a syntaxon is determined by means of nomenclatural type of name. Number 6. Basic rank. The association is the basic rank in the hierarchical system of syntaxa. Number 7. Retroactivity of the code. The rules of nomenclature are retroactive unless express limited, meaning that this code will be effective and accepted as the code of nomenclature in the past unless limited by the ICPN. Now that we are now done with the 7 ICPN principles, Let us now move on to the 10 rules of ICPN. Number 1. Conditions and dates of effective publication. The publication is effected only by distribution of printed materials to the general public, or at least to libraries accessible to botanists. That is why it is recommended that new names should only be confined to the publication of scientific journals. Otherwise will be considered as not effectively published and will not be recognized by the Nomenclatural Commission. Number 2. Conditions and names of valid publication of names. The name of a syntaxon is only validly published if it was effectively published in the year 1910 or later, if the name is not cited as a synonym or a provisional name, if the rank of the vegetation is indicated, if the indicated rank of the syntaxon corresponds to the rank of this code. Number 3. Form of the name of syntaxa. The name of an association of plants or syntaxon of a higher rank is formed from the validly published scientific names of one or two plant species mentioned in the original diagnosis. The name includes a definite termination indicating the rank, which is added to the stem of the generic name. We have here the following ranks and their termination: association, etum, alliance, ion, order, etalia, class, etea, sub-association, etosum, sub-alliance, enion, suborder, enalia, subclass, enea. Number 4. Typification of the names of syntaxa. The type of the name is the element of the syntaxon with which it is permanently attached when any syntaxonomic alteration, like uniting, division, or alteration of position of rank takes place. Number 5. Priority. Each syntaxon with a particular circumscription, position, and rank has only one correct name, namely the earliest validly published one that is in accordance with the rules. Number 6. Retention and choice of names and epithets when syntaxonomic changes occur. When a syntaxon is divided into two or more syntaxa, one of these must retain the original name. When two or more syntaxa are united, the earliest name of the original syntaxa must be retained for the resulting syntaxon. Number 7. Rejection of names and epithets. The name of a syntaxon must not be rejected or corrected merely because another taxon better characterizes that syntaxon. However, a name or an epithet may be rejected if it is in homonymy with another validly published syntaxon. Number 8. The correction of names. The names of syntaxon must be corrected if the name is orthographically incorrect. Correction must also be made to names or epithets that are previously rejected. Number 9. The author citation. In order to ensure that the indication of the name of a syntaxon is exact and complete, the name of the author who first validly published or validated this name together with the year of valid publication or validation must be quoted. Number 10. Nomina conservanda. To avoid inappropriate changes of commonly used, validly published names of syntaxa owing to strict application of the rules, some names applied in accordance with the nomenclatural type can be established as exemptions according to special criteria. These names can be protected as nomina conservanda. There you have it, the 7 principles of the International Code of Phytosociological Nomenclature and its 10 essential rules. We hope that you have learned something today. Until next time, goodbye!